Welcome to PrepsNet Coach Speak with Good Hope Raiders head football coach Alan Scott, powered by Campus Traditions. Here's your host, Aubrey Johnson.
Welcome back, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, so the last 2 weeks have been really good to you. You've had two fantastic wins. The first one came at the hands of Fultondale. You beat them 52-0. Tell us about that game.
Well, I felt like our guys executed on into the first quarter. We came out a little sluggish.
Oh, really?
And, had some penalties. We had talked about that. And so we're just kind of shooting ourselves in the foot a little bit.
Sure.
But eventually settled in and had a pretty good lead at halftime, was able to put in the young guys in the second half, had a good field goal kick in the second half, score some points, and then we ended up, our JV picked off an interception and ran it back 100 yards to end the game there so we ended up putting 52 up. So I was happy with the first half, the way it ended, and then the JV came in and played solid in the second half.
Well, there's always things you can work on, though,
yes, sir, absolutely.
Okay, good deal. Then last Friday, you hosted Haleyville, and you beat them 42-0. How did that one go?
So, again, I felt like we executed better. We were able to score all 42 points again in the first half.
Right.
And we were able to put in our JV on the offensive side right there toward the end of the half. So again, offensively and defensively, they played well.
Right.
We're not making mistakes right now, and so we'd like to keep that going.
Okay, good deal. So, Coach, you've got to be happy on both sides of the ball. They're playing really well. Let's talk first about the defense. Who stood out on that side?
Oh, gosh. We've had lots of guys make plays. Carter Rutherford had a pick six against Fultondale.
Right.
Mason Drake recovered a defensive fumble for a touchdown. Cade Smith returned the 100 yards for a touchdown. This past week, we've had Cody Stevens return an interception for a touchdown. So the defense has scored 35 points this year.
Right.
We're number one in 4A. We're number two overall in Class 1 through 7A. So
it's fantastic.
Right now, our guys are just making the plays that come to them and, trying to make the tackles. No, don't do anything overboard, but when it's your time to do your job, we want you to do that. And so really, it's just been a lot of good effort and, wrapping up. I think Kane Ederson's probably our leading tackler at middle linebacker right now, so he's had a good fall.
All right. So let's talk about the offense. They've scored no less than 42 points in the last two outings. That's fantastic. Who stood out on that side of the ball?
Again, I'd like to start with the quarterback. Parker, I think, is managing the game really well. Parker Johnson, and throwing the ball. He's got a really high completion percentage right now, and then when the guys catch it, they're doing great things with it. Carter Rutherford, Aiden Young, Tucker Keefe, and then at running back, Mason Drake is probably averaging nearly 20 yards a carry right now. Not a big guy, but he gives a great effort, when he gets it. So
that's amazing.
And then the guys up front, our offensive line's getting the job done. So I've been proud of them.
All right, that's awesome. This Friday, you host Cordova, another important region game.
Absolutely.
And what do you expect to see from the Blue Devils?
I think that they're the best team we've played this year. They are very physical. They're very well coached. Coach Maynard does a great job. He came in late last year, and so they were trying to kind of find their identity, but they found it now.
They found it.
And so they are doing some really good things. They got a great-looking fullback. Offensive line's big. Get after it. Got a receiver, I think, is 6'6". So, they've got weapons. And then defensively, they get downhill. They get after you, and they want to hit you.
Okay.
So I think our guys need to be ready for that. Just a good physical ball game.
Yeah, it's going to be a challenge, sounds like.
Absolutely.
Okay. So, Coach, after Friday night, you sit right at midseason. You're here. Give us an overall assessment of the first half of the season. Tell us what you think.
Well, it's hard to beat going undefeated so far, and so if we're able to do that against Cordova, then that would be successful. But so far in the games that we've played, I feel like we've done the things that we needed to do to win the games, and so I've been pleased with that. There's obviously, like you said, things that we can clean up. So each week we're going back to the drawing board. We work on us first every Monday, and so that's going to continue whether we win or lose.
Okay. Looking into the second half of the season, what goals do you have for the team?
I think our goals are going to be the same each week. We're just going to try to play the very best that we can,
Right.
maximize our potential. The scoreboard kind of takes care of itself.
There you go.
Nick Saban is
process first, right?
That's exactly right. It is the process because
It is.
you've got to enjoy practice every day. We talked about that coming in. You got to figure out a way to get motivated,
Right.
to do your very best for every rep. And so whether it's in practice or in the game, you've got to have 100% effort. And so if I can get that out of these young men, like we've been seeing, you know, the things that we want, you know, shooting for a region championship,
Yes,
making
sir.
the playoffs,
Yeah.
those will take care of themselves.
Awesome. So on the 26th, you have Addison.
Mhm.
Actually, you play at Addison.
At Addison. Mm-hmm.
And they are 4-0 on the season, Coach.
Mhm.
And they beat Cherokee 66-0. So it sounds like it's going to be a handful
Yes,
coming
sir.
up. What
Yes,
do you
sir.
expect to see from that team?
Well, first of all, we know that community well because my dad played here in the 70s, and I think they
wow.
lost to Addison 7-6, and my granddad, who's 94, still talks about that game. So it's
How
a
about
community
that?
rivalry.
Yeah.
They're always physical. They're always well coached. And now Coach Hastings is there, who's a gentleman that I've been friends with for many years now, and he just does a fantastic job.
Right.
And so they're going to be a fine-tuned, well-oiled machine when we play them next week, and I expect it just to be a knockdown drag-out over there.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, it's going to be interesting the next 2 weeks.
Yes,
we'll
sir.
have a lot to talk about for the next show, correct?
Absolutely.
All right. So we're going to add a segment here I think everybody will enjoy. Wanted to talk or spotlight a particular person that is important to this team. Tell us about it.
I would like to mention Connor Hastings. He is a young man that serves as our manager, and he has a physical disability that he was born with, but his mind's as sharp as a tack.
That's
And
great.
he loves football, and he loves Good Hope, and his family's been around this school for a long, long time, and we've known them and care a lot about them. And so
Good.
he loves the kids. They love him. And each week we've been kind of practicing this play. He's asked me last year, Coach, can I run the ball? And I said, Connor, I'm going to do my best. So we've been practicing the Connor play on Wednesdays. And last Friday we were able to get him out there and let him tote the football for about a yard and
How about
hand it
that?
off. And so I thought that was big for him, but also big
Nice.
for our other kids who were very excited for
Yeah.
him. And the love it goes both ways. So I love him and just proud he's a part of the program.
Connor, congratulations, young
Yes, sir.
man. That's our show, Coach. We appreciate your time. And as always, we appreciate yours. Join us again for another Good Hope edition of Coach Speak.